Hello fellow YouTubers and paper crafters, it is Scripts Party here bringing you a paper weapon update. I know for a fact you're going to like this one because I have a new gun to introduce that will blow your mind. Like Chris Angel and David Blaine mixed together with the paper crafter. That sounded pretty stupid, but anyway, someone asked me to make a paper tomahawk out of just paper, and I did, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to remember how I made this. This is completely origami. And if you... Gosh dang it, why do you always jump out of my hand? Anyway. So, it's the origami tomahawk that I made up. So, want a tutorial for this? Might as well ask. I'll try as hard as I can to replicate this 100%. You know, I was in school and I just got bored. And I don't listen to my teachers because who likes school? School is boring. Except for the fact that you get friends and girlfriends and whatnot. So, alright, so let's get really started. So you get the Supernatural TV series knife. Pretty cool. Except for the fact that it's really floppy. Then you have the Zombie Killer Tomahawk that looks a lot like a hatchet. You know, but, pretty cool. Somewhat flimsy, but also pretty reliable. Then you have the knife that pierces sketch paper and cardboard. So if I have any cardboard right now, I have to use this filter box off of a whatchamacallit, that just house filters. So right there, no dent in the actual knife itself, but it's going down right here. So one more time, and somehow I hit it in the exact same spot, so that's where it went in. And as you can see, no dents. So let's put these over here, kind of scoot them over. Next up, we got the combat knife. You guys often hear me refer to this as the G.I. Joe one because it looks like it'd be on there, so I'll always refer to it as that. Next up, we got the zombie... Why? Next up, we have the Zombie Killer hunting knife. Very reliable, very hard. So, don't take that sexually. Don't even think about it. Then you have the other combat knife that I made a tutorial on. Pretty cool, a little wobbly, as I showed you. This is also a zombie killer. The fact that it has these hand guards on there that you could use to punch stuff. You know, be like, "Hoo-yah! Jack a chain up in here." So, you got that. I don't know why I have a paper gun in here, but since I do, I have two of them actually. But since I do, might as well do a quick little thing on them. I don't have the blow tube in here at the moment, but I can use this tube right here to pretty much show you how this will work. So your blow tube would be, give me a second. This is kind of hard to do with like a, screw this, I'll use a drill bit. Alright, so imagine this drill bit in there as a blow tube. So it would hold this top piece down, and this is top fed. And when you pull your blow tube out, this plops up for you to load your dart in. On the back side, it just looks like it's all one piece. And then top feed, then you would place it back in. So that's not clip fed, has a blow tube storage right there. It doesn't have the blow tube in it, which is kind of a stupid move on my part, but other than that, let's go ahead and put that to the side. You have a paper gun clip. They're simple to make, and really, they just work easily. So, then you have the... How many times am I going to do this in a video? It's the third time. So anyway, got the baton. That's hitting some oak wood. So, it's really strong. It's starting to get soft, but still going. You have the paper tomahawk. Third one I've made. Best one I've made. I know you guys have been eyeballing this. And what the hello is that? Whatever. You have the top slot that doesn't move. I'm gonna get a bite of an animal cookie. You have the handle. You have the trigger guard that doesn't have a trigger in it, because I don't see why people do that. So, the way you will load this... Sorry, I don't like talking with my mouth full. Imagine this is a dart. You would load it in like that. So, whoops. Next up is the paper crossbow, which you all know. Pretty cool. It does shoot fairly well. So, now we have the... Gosh dang, that was the blow tube to that one. This was the blow tube to this gun. Gosh dang it. Fail! Whatever. So, now we have the combat knife, probably one of the cooler looking end of my knives. Here's the knife I made a tutorial on. Really hard, but it's really skinny because I used graph paper. And then you have the other knife. Don't really know what to refer to this as, besides a hunting knife or a knife that you'd use to whittle. Other than that, you have some idiot outside who's speeding on a 20 miles per hour road. But now we can get into my guns. So here's probably the worst of all of mine. West Devil. It's just like floppy. I don't like this. I don't like how I did on this. But other than that, it's a paper shotgun. It has a pistol grip with the kind of a leafy design. It has the cool looking lettering right there. And it has the chambering. So let's go ahead and throw that to the side. And right here is my pulse rifle. I guess I can go ahead and throw that somewhere. Pulse rifle right here. This is the back. It doesn't really have much detail besides from the skeleton stock right there and the guard. So now we're at the front, and you can see the bolt right here. So bolts are really easy to make, especially ones for just bolt action guns that you can make up like this. So this, you flip it up, pull it back, put your dart in, push it forward, close it. Now it does have somewhat of a safety because how I made the stock right here. As you can see, it goes from there all the way to the back. So it's just fairly nice. This also is not clip fed. It has dart storaging, or you know, this kind of tubes in there. So that's pretty much it for that. Let's go ahead and throw that to the side. Now here's the best of my paper guns. Well, second best now, because the new one is just OMG. So you have Death the Reaper, first shotgun I've made and showed you guys. The strongest and most reliable. Whoops, I dropped it for the 4th time. So you can see right here is the whatchamacallit, demonic lettering. I like to call those the creeping shadows. So really, it just puts it all together, being Death the Reaper, or the Reaper for short. So obviously the pump in the front makes the chamber open, meaning it's obviously pump action. So I thought it was a cool gun. And the other cool thing about this, which I actually didn't mean to do, but it comes apart, and in the tutorial I think I showed you the inside of it, but if I didn't, there it is right there. Let's go ahead and throw this to the side. But before I throw it to the side, I'm putting it back in. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And last but not least is the last of my shotguns, being the coolest looking. This also has something new about it, and it's not the blow tube storage. Matter of fact, let me take the blow tube out. What's new is the shell that I'm about to introduce to you after I'm done with this review. And I believe that the shell is around here somewhere. So, yeah, it's right there. Anyway, get to this. So you have the dragon right here. It loops around the handle, goes to the back, comes up right here, goes down, and it says Dragon's Flame, which is the name. That rhymed. How did it do that? Whatever. It goes up and to the side. So, being one of the coolest guns, it's also one of the longest range finding one. So, one of the cool things about this gun is that I made a 3-shot shell. They're really easy to make, and I believe it'll take shotguns to the next level, and... Okay, random scrap piece of paper. Anyway, I believe this will take shotguns to the next level, because it makes a shotgun more of a shotgun and not a single shot. So, I introduce to you the 3-shot shell. Incredibly easy to make, and they improve your shotgun to its effect. Sure, it decreases from the range, but it gives you the feeling of an actual shotgun by shooting 3 bullets at once. So, it's just something I thought I'd tell you guys. Pretty cool. All it is 3 rolled up tubes, and I colored them blue with the Sharpie before I put them in. And I made them exactly the same size as a straw, which I really didn't mean to do. It just kind of happened. And it fits in this gun perfectly. So the way you would use it is just like any other shell. You would place it in. You would grab your blow tube, another idiot speeding on the highway. You would push this forward. And now, as you can see, the blow tube hits this, which will change the direction of all that. You would cock this forward, blow, shoot it, uncock it, blow, and it comes out. So, pretty cool. And now I can introduce to you my new guns. So, I know I only said it was one, but I also want to show you the prototype I made if you haven't already seen that video. So here it is. It's already fallen apart really bad, as you can see right here. The actual front of this is really floppy. This is peeling. But anyway, it's the prototype version 1 of my hand crossbow pistol. The mechanism doesn't really work anymore. It's only supposed to go back to right there. And it's supposed to go this far up, this far back. But somewhere in there, like I said, it just collapsed on itself. But the way it worked was like that. This is not all one piece. There's only 2 moving parts. So that's really it for this gun. And now I can show you this heavy-duty piece of shenanigans. So this is the new crossbow pistol that I've made. Fully constructive paper that works, fires, and I also have the arrow for it that I just dropped for the 5th time. So the way this would work is quite obvious, but not obvious. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, and if I did tell you, then it would kind of seem obvious. So what you do is you turn the blaster upside down so the catch comes out. I like to refer to it as the tooth, because that's what it looks like. So when you pull the trigger, the catch goes down. So I just thought I'd show you this real quick. So what you do is you grab this, you pull it back, you let the catch come out, and hopefully it won't dry fire. Whoops, that was close. It almost dry fired because I just hit it on my stool. Then you load your arrow, pull the trigger, and it shoots it. So you guys may be thinking, this is not made out of paper. There is no flipping way. Well, I can reassure you this is made out of paper. So those are the internals. That's the handle stuff. I really don't know any other way to show you that it's made out of paper besides the externals and the internals, but if you don't believe me, then you just don't believe me. I mean, there's some more of the internal, if you can see it. But I thought this was freaking awesome. I mean, first one ever made that actually has a working trigger. So, here it is. I'm going to pull the trigger. I think that's awesome. Like I said, first one of its kind on YouTube. So, I plan on doing some actual upgrading on this as a stock that extends twice. And by that, I mean, it'll probably be the size of a normal piece of paper, about this long, but I also want it to extend again, so it'll be like a crane stock, but it'll have around 12 positions, if you get what I'm saying at all. So, just show you how this loads again. So, this is a gravity type of gun, meaning it relies completely on gravity. So, like I said, pull it back. It's complicated sometimes to load, and then others it's not. So, I'm going to try reloading this. So, pretty nice gun. Changing the actual rubber band will make me kind of have to destroy just this top railing catch at the front right there. But one more time, as you can see, I have a arrow right there. Shoot it again. I'm not sure if this actually pierces paper, but I can make a tutorial for this if you want to sit for at most 2 hours. So, if you want a tutorial for this, go ahead. If you just like this actual gun, just go ahead and like the video. So, if you like how I did here, just go ahead and leave a positive comment. So, let's go over this one more time. So, before I leave, I always want to tell you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in another video. I just hope you enjoyed this gun, and I'll see you guys later.